and pull the mic close. And good morning to you out there. This is Community Conversations. I'm your host for today, Kobe Lohart. I want to send a shout out to Mr. Cato Wonder, who's always handling the radio station business. And I want to say a special hello to my guest today, Miss June Morse. Did I say that right?
You did say that.
All right. And she is a part of the NEA Foundation. But today, we're going to be talking about the Hope Circle program, which is one of the programs that the charitable foundation supports. And in particular, we're going to be talking also about Hope Week. So, good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
I'm so glad that you're here. So, as with all my guests, I would like you to please give a brief introduction of yourself, maybe where you're from, how did you get to work with these programs, whatever else you'd like to share.
Well, my name's June Morse, and I'm the program manager of Hope Circle, which is one of 5 programs of the NEA Baptist Charitable Foundation.
Okay.
We are so blessed to have our foundation and to be able to meet needs in our community, a vast array of needs with the programs that we have. And Hope Circle is a program of supportive care for families who are going through catastrophic or serious illness. We provide free services for people and their families who've been diagnosed. If someone has been diagnosed with cancer or with something where they lose their hair because of treatment, we have free wigs, hats, scarves, support resources. We have volunteers who make items for us. They make afghans or hats or small pillows, different items. And then we also have volunteers who work at our resource center in the cancer center. And they provide drinks for patients who are going through treatment. Sometimes our treatments in the cancer center are all-day treatments, and so that's pretty exhausting, and people need something to eat, and they need blankets, and so we just try to be there and provide support in whatever manner that we can. And all our services are free.
That is really wonderful. You all do so much. Wow. Kind of like a one-stop shop support system for families and patients that are going through these various illnesses and various things they're facing.
You're right. That is what we try to do. And what we end up being oftentimes is a listening ear for the families too. We'll have entire families who come in. Not only do we help the patient, but we help the caregiver, help them know how they can best help the patient.
And that's one thing we often, we in general, we don't think about what the caregiver goes through, but it's taking care of the sick person. My family had to deal with one of the matriarchs of our family, great aunt. She had Alzheimer's, and her children that were taking care of her, they went through a lot. And it's like, no one outside the family really knew how to help them, deal with that. So, yes, and I can imagine even others that is, very hard on the patient. Caregivers go through just as much as well.
I'm an ovarian cancer survivor.
Oh, wonderful.
And I think my disease was really harder on my family and the ones who loved me than it was for me, because, especially for my spouse, because we all want to fix things. And there's some things you can't fix, and that makes it very difficult for those who would like to fix and can't. And so we do. We work with the entire family, and you're so right in saying that the caregivers often are struggling. They're trying to be helpful and strong, and that's important. So we try to help them understand how they need to take care of themselves also.
Okay. So you've given us an intro, some information about the NEA Charitable Foundation. Can you tell us when it started or how it got started?
Well, it started almost 15 years ago when our doctors at the NEA Baptist Clinic wanted to give back to the community, and so they looked at some areas of need, and the first area they saw was with some medicine assistance.
Okay.
So medicine assistance was our first program.
Okay.
And then we added Hope Circle, we added Share Hope, Wellness Works, Center for Healthy Children. So we have just broadened our scope as we saw additional needs. And as we've done that, then we also have added other things like what we're going to be talking about today, Hope Week. Something that is now 11 years old.
11.
And it started because at Hope Circle, in dealing with families like we've been talking about, we saw that it was so important for people to have hope. And that if they had hope, it might not alter the end of their journey, but it was certainly going to alter the way they lived that journey. And so we looked for ways to call attention to the importance of hope and to help other people find ways to give hope to others. And so that's what Hope Week started, is we were going to do it one time. And it was so successful that we have continued, and it has grown, and it's just amazing to see how people react to so many different things that we're going to put on your Facebook, some suggestions of projects that people can do. This month is Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month, and so we have done a lot of teal toes and calling emphasis to the symptoms of ovarian cancer. As I said, I'm an ovarian cancer survivor, and one of the reasons I'm a survivor is because mine was caught so early. And ovarian is one of those that is not caught early often. And if it's not, then it's much more deadly. So we want people to be aware of their bodies and to know what to look for. So we've done things like polypurpose that First Security Bank is very involved with. And then we do other things. September is also Hunger Awareness Month, and we suggest people collect food for the food bank or for helping neighbors. One of our groups, SHRM, is having a great project called Feet and Seeds, and they collect socks and underwear for the Salvation Army. We also have some suggestions for bags for homeless people. There are just so many things you can do to give hope to other people. One of the things that everyone can do is say thank you to someone who has brought hope in their lives. I'm sure you could think of someone right now who is very important to you at a point in your life when you need it.
I have a list of people.
Call them, text them, email them, send them a handwritten note. Just say, I want you to know what you did was so important in my life. And for you, I'm going to pass it on.
Wow.
So, it doesn't have to cost money. It can just be time. We have people who go to nursing homes, or who call shut-ins, or who make cards, or they're just, there is many endless possibilities of things to do to spread hope. And what a difference it makes.
Yes, ma'am. I agree with you. We need to we as a community, we as a nation, we just take time out from ourselves and our lives. Everyone's busy, but it takes maybe 5 minutes to write a short little note.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for being there. I love you.
Mm-hmm.
God bless you, or what you want to say, and drop it in the mailbox.
Yeah.
So, this is so wonderful. And so, for those of you out there that are listening, you can watch us on. You can also watch us on Facebook Live and YouTube, and the phone lines are also open. For those of you out there listening and watching, like Ms. June just said, there's so much that you can do to spread hope to someone. So I hope that you're taking notes and, coming up with a project of your own. And the phone number to reach us if you have any questions or comments, 870-277-1080. Okay, so we're going into, I saw on the website that there was a proclamation given by the city for Hope Week. Can you tell us about that?
Well, yes, they have done that for several years. They just declared the week of Hope Week, which this year is September the 25th through October the 1st, as Hope Week in Jonesboro. you know, not only the city, but schools are so involved in spreading hope. And, you know, I've given you one of the, and I'm sure we can put it on your website, and the events that are going on. Because we've had events going on all this month, starting with the Teal Toes. And for those of you who are not quite sure what that is, you're having a pedicure with the Teal Toes. And I have to tell you, my husband's great looking at the Teal Toes right now. So we have sandals on. It is definitely a conversation starter.
Oh, wow.
But way to have people say, what are you doing? And he says, this is for ovarian cancer awareness.
And I'm glad you mentioned conversation starter. I'm an advocate for all types of things. And my hashtag I like to use is called Start the Conversation.
Oh, right.
Because some people want to ask, but they don't know how to ask. And if you show them something or if you give them a little a way in, then they may be less. I'm sorry. They may be less or less.
Oh, sure.
They'll be more inclined to ask a question like, "What is that for? What it represents?"
Yeah,
So,
right.
okay.
That's a great thing.
Let's talk about some of these events.
Okay.
Hopefully, as you said, it's September 25th through October 1st. And the theme for this year is the breath of life. How did you come up with that theme?
Well, notice there's a little dandelion up there,
Yes,
and we adopted the dandelion years ago. Our creative, wonderful graphics art person just woke up and she thought, oh, dandelion is perfect for hope because a dandelion, you can't kill it.
Oh.
It grows in unexpected places.
Yeah.
It brings a smile to everyone who sees it. And if you blow it, it definitely spreads. You know, and so we adopted the dandelion.
Okay.
And so it is a life.
Oh, wow. Oh, that is
So I'm just asking that. We were talking about some of the activities, some of the things that have already gone on. Jagged Edge did a huge event for Teal Toes for ovarian cancer awareness, and they raised money and they had some auction. It was a wonderful event, and then they also had a community garage sale to raise some funds. So that was going on. There has been the NEA Baptist Physical Therapist did one, and that has already happened. This Saturday, Hamilton High School is having a fun event. It's called Touch a Truck.
Touch a Truck.
And it is for families and kids of all ages. I had the best time out there last year, and one of my coworkers, in fact, Robbie's coming next week to talk to you. So those of you who thought I was Robbie today, I'm not. But we had the best time on the trucks. They have trucks, you can get up in the bucket of a bucket truck. There were trash trucks. There was the SWAT team truck, fire trucks, a helicopter, and the had every bit as good a time, I think, as the kids did. But it was such fun, and it was interesting because the truck that was probably the biggest hit was the trash truck.
Really?
Our people were wonderful in letting the kids see how it worked and helping them to understand the whole process. It's a fun thing and also a learning experience for a lot of us. We all learned a lot and had a great time. That'll be this Saturday on the NEA Baptist Hospital campus from 10 to 1. Great fun event. So it would be a great thing to bring your kids to.
So if you're looking for something to do with your children from 10 to 1.
That's right.
Saturday.
And I think we'll have on Facebook maybe one of the Touch a Truck flyers. And it'll be from 10 to 1. And it's $5 a person or $20 for a family. That's the maximum that it would cost.
Okay.
And it is such free food and lots of entertainment. And I think Home Depot's even doing, they've got some little tool bags for kids. And I mean, it's just really going to be fun. So that would be a great event. And next week, on Friday, we have a group that's having a bake sale. And this will be Friday before the ASU UCA game, so it's a good time to buy some snacks for your table. And that will be at First National Bank on Island. And it's from 7:30 until they sell out on September the 23rd.
Okay.
So that's another fun event.
It is 7:30 p.m.
7:30 a.m.
a.m. Oh,
In the
okay.
morning. It's First National Bank on Highland.
Okay.
And then during Hope Week, there will be several different events. On Wednesday of that week, we will have our Teal Talk, which is a free community lunch. It will be at Southwest Church of Christ.
Okay.
And I brought you all kinds of flyers this morning, didn't I? You have got more
Yes.
material than
Okay.
you ever wanted.
No, ma'am. That's great.
But that luncheon will be on Wednesday from 11:30 to 1. And Dr. Kevin Collins, who is a radiation oncologist, will be speaking. And he is wonderful. And First Community Bank is the co-sponsor with that. And that will be a fun event, but it's also a very educational event. So that will be happening.
I actually have a friend, I messaged her this morning. She's also an ovarian cancer survivor, and so she will be attending this luncheon.
Good.
So,
Good.
I hate to hear about anyone going through any type of disease, but I'm happy to know that she's a survivor, and
Yes.
I'm happy to help in any way that I can, help spreading the word about these events and looking for signs and symptoms of these
Sure.
different diseases. Anything that I can do to help,
Yeah.
especially women. Sorry, men, not trying to be partial, but we women tend to ignore our bodies.
We do.
So,
And one of the things that happens is so many, for example, ovarian, some of the symptoms are symptoms that women may have anyway, bloating, irregularity, just feeling like you're a little bit swollen. And so it's easy for us as women to just say, oh, that's just common, everybody has it. But we tell people if they have any symptoms for longer than 2 weeks, we should check it out. Whatever it is. We have to learn to pay attention to our bodies. Often we're not good at doing that. And so we always want people to learn to be aware of their bodies and take care of yourself. You take care of others if you're not taking care of yourself.
most definitely.
Yeah.
And I know this is not a medical talk today, but I want to ask, so women that are suffering from maybe having cysts on their ovaries and things, can having cysts lead to cancer?
No.
Okay.
Well, no, I shouldn't say that.
Okay.
I have a journalism degree. What do I know?
Okay.
But anything you have, you just need to be aware of. I mean, some things, in fact, one of the things we find often with a lot of our different kinds of cancers is people go to the doctor for one thing, but they find something else.
Oh, my.
So it's just, you always need to pay attention to your body.
Okay.
And if you have any questions, go get it checked out. It's better to go and there'll be nothing than not to go. And it is something that could have been fixed had you gone when you first bought it.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, and we were talking about events. There are a couple more events.
Go ahead.
We want to be sure we get in.
Yes.
Hoping for a Cure will be on the Friday, which is September the 30th. It will be in the Pier 1 parking lot.
Okay.
And that is an event for awareness for breast cancer and prostate cancer. And there will be free mammogram and prostate screening vouchers given there. So someone who is qualified, and they can go on our website, or I'm sure that we'll have this on your Facebook page, and they can check out and see. And again, these are educational things, and we just all need to be aware of what we need to be aware of.
Yes, ma'am.
And our week will cap off with our Share Hope Walk of Remembrance on October the 1st.
Okay.
And Share Hope is our program of the foundation that deals with families who have lost children, late term in pregnancy, at birth, or in the first few months of after birth.
Wow.
And it's an incredible program. And we end the week with our walk of remembrance and hope, and that's just a way for us to join with these families and celebrate the lives of these children who died way too soon, and to help give those families hope. And what a way to end our Hope Week with something where we're giving hope to families who have lost something no one should ever have to lose.
And I know several people that I'm going to encourage to attend
Good.
this walk. I think they would really benefit being around other people who share in their, I don't want to call it grief.
Well, it is grief.
Yes.
It is grief.
People who understand what they're going through,
Yes.
what they've been through.
Yes.
And then maybe they can be a source of hope for families who are just going through this.
Yes.
So,
and that is what we find, that the sharing of the grief and the loss does help lead to hope.
okay. Alrighty, that break came up on us quick. Alright, you're listening to Community Conversations on Kelly K 102.5 FM. We'll be right back after a short break. Okay. The microphones are off, but the cameras are still rolling.
Oh, okay.
So,
So don't do anything
we
inappropriate.
don't want to say anything, anybody's personal, like share, any personal things that need to remain private.
Sure.
I'm looking forward to trying to get more involved. Like I said, because I have a condition, so it has prompted me to get more involved. Not just my condition, but with anyone. I know several women who have battled breast cancer.
Uh-huh.
2 are survivors. 1 is just starting her journey. And then, of course, my friend that's still ovarian cancer survivor is like, you don't want to see people go through things, but when they come out on the high end of it, they survived it. I mean, there's still always going to be some follow-up doctor's appointments and this, that, and whatever, but I don't know. I just want to try to do all I can to spread the word.
Sure.
I'm also a big advocate. Like this month is sickle cell disease awareness.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I've known several people in my family. A friend of our family passed away last year from it, so it's like there's quite a few things that are near and dear to me.
Sure.
I try to get involved in. And do you all have a Facebook page for the
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So what I'll do is, are like these flyers on your page? Or,
They should be on our website. Okay, all of them should be on our website, but as soon as we leave here on the call, go and be sure. I mean, I think they are.
because what I can do is, either if they're not already on the Facebook page, you can just scan and share.
Okay, that'd be great.
Sure.
And if you're ever part of a group that you need someone to come speak, I'd be glad to come talk about Hope Circle and about what we do and about, I can even talk about Share Hope also.
I know there's a lot of civic groups that need projects to do them. And
Yes.
I work with the girls group in my church. I have about 5 girls right now, 18, they're about 15, 18.
Well, if you ever wanted to bring them to Hope Circle, that would be great. I would love for you to do that. And we have groups that they'll make things for us, fleece blankets or knitting, or if anyone knits or crochets, and caps and afghans. We use small pillows. People who have a porch, they need a pillow to put between their porch and their seat. And so we have groups that make pillows for us, bake snacks and bring out to our, there's just lots of opportunities for service.
Definitely give my girls.
And we have had a lot of groups come out. And I've spoken to one of the black sororities on campus at ASU about breast cancer.
You know which one it was? There's AKA, there's Zeta.
I think it's
sorry. Oh, Lord. All right, welcome back to KLEK 102.5 FM Community Conversations. I'm your host for today, Kabila Hart, with a special guest, Ms. June Morris, and we've been talking about the NEA Charitable Foundation and their Breath of Life Hope Week activities. And I'm sorry, my voice is like going today. Okay, so in the first part of our the top part of the show, we were talking about the different events that are coming up and some that have already happened. We've talked about how you can get involved. Even if you don't want to get on, say, ovarian cancer, there's still so many different things that falls under the Hope Circle that you can get involved in. And we'll go through some of those again. But I just want Ms. June to stress how important it is to get involved, period.
Well, it's huge. I have, we were having such a great conversation, we almost forgot we needed to be back on the air. Because there's so many ways and so many opportunities for everyone to be involved in the community, to share hope, make a difference. Oftentimes we say, "Oh, I can't do anything." Well, yes, you can.
Mm-hmm.
If it's just calling and giving an encouraging word to someone who is really struggling right now, if you can knit or sew or crochet, then there are people who need the things you can make. We use afghans and knitted and crocheted hats and small pillows to put between someone who has a port side and the seatbelt, because it's very important to wear your seatbelt, but you need that cushion. There are children's groups that need small blankets. Foster children need things. Children's Hospital can always use tiny baby booties. Share Hope uses small booties and small items of clothing. One of the things that Share Hope does is see that babies that are born and die, that they have something to be buried in, and that they don't take care of it. See that everything is done, and there is documentation, and there's some mementos for the family to have. So every group, whatever group you or whatever passion you have, there is something you can do to make a difference with that passion, whether it's sickle cell anemia or cystic fibrosis or Alzheimer's or a specific cancer. There is a need there that you can help fill. One of the neat things that we see now, and when we talk about pass hope on, pass it on, everything forward, there are things like, I was in line to get coffee the other day. The person in front of me paid for mine. I passed it on and paid for the person behind me. So they're just things you do that you think, oh, that's not a biggie, but it's a biggie to somebody who's having a bad day.
It really is.
It could be a hug. Somebody may just smile. There may be a cashier who's having a rough day. If you just say, I appreciate what you're doing. It's hard, and you're doing a great job at it. It can be as simple as a word of encouragement or thanks, but it can literally make a life-changing difference. Someone's life.
You're definitely right. I remember this has been over 10 years ago. There was a florist, I don't think that's what a flower shop, and they had this special project where you go pick up a dozen roses, and the thing was you had to promise to give them away. I think you keep one for yourself, but you give the rest of them away. And so it really made me feel good that day. I was just been working on the phone line, and he was kind of like, "What is this?" I'm like, just have a good day, So doing little things like that really will brighten up someone's day.
Great idea, and that's something during Hope Week. You could go to one of the grocery stores and buy a bouquet of flowers and take them and give them to people.
Yes.
Great idea. It's a great idea.
And for those that are on a budget, you can catch flowers on sale.
Oh yeah.
Buy pretty paper, and write notes, and there's so many little things. Like you said, they can be done. So for those of you that are out there listening and watching, go to the NEA Charitable Foundation website and then click on Hope Circle. There are different links. Click on the Hope Circle, and there you can find a wealth of information on things that you can get involved in.
And we also have a Hope Week. There's a Hope Week Facebook page.
So check them out on Facebook, and look for the Hope Week page, and just look at the different events and make a note of things that you would like to attend, or maybe tell other people about that that are going through these different things that would benefit from these services provided. I'm looking on this flyer, and it says JHS students, they're selling Hope Circle dandelions.
Dandelions. Well, we talked about the dandelion.
Yes.
That's our symbol. And the student council at JHS has used this for their Hope Week project. They sell the dandelions for people to do in honor of someone and raise money that way for Hope And so that's just a project that they have. And if you notice what we're talking about, schools, Nettleton High School has their choir and their East group do a community hope tour on Wednesday, September the 29th, and they go to different places in the community and sing and take hope quotes. And it is amazing. They have come to the hospital, the cancer center. They also can sing at the luncheon that we're talking about. But they go throughout the community just spreading hope. And it is wonderful to see people's reaction when they walk in someplace. It could be City Hall, it could be the Chamber of Commerce, and it's a great looking group of teenagers just singing their hearts out with great music. They have a great choir. So it's just such a neat thing. And anytime we can do something that brings a smile and makes people think positive thoughts, and approach their day maybe a little differently, then that's a great thing.
Yes, ma'am. And you said this was the Nettleton High School?
The Nettleton High School Choir and their East program.
East program. And that was September 29th?
Yes.
And so do you know all the places? Is it random places that just pop up with no announcement? Well, someone has to know their
Well, they know.
Okay.
And they come to us first. So they'll be out at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
But from there, I'm not sure where they go.
Okay.
But you probably can find that online too.
Okay. So maybe go to the Nettleton High School page. There should be, I'm sure they have some kind of information listed. And I'm sure Nettleton has a Facebook page as well for those of you who do social media. So.
And their East program is incredible. So I guarantee you they have it all on social media.
Alrighty. So you're listening to Community Conversations, KLEK 102.5 FM. I'm Kobe Lahart, and my guest today is Mrs. June Morris, talking about the Hope Circle program that is under the NEA Charitable Foundation. And we're also talking a lot about the Hope Week, which is through October the 1st. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to call in 870-277-1080 or leave us a message on our Facebook page. I'll be happy to give you a shout out. We have one person, Mr. Brian Morgan. Thank you for watching or liking our page. I hope that you are enjoying the show on today. Okay, so a few more things. I was looking on your website and you talked about what the Charitable Foundation and what it stands for, what it's all about. And I just want to read this mission to people. It says the mission is to help change lives through programs and services it supports in Northeast Arkansas, from teaching children the importance of exercise for healthy living, to assisting individuals in procuring their prescriptions, to offering hope to families and patients living with terminal illnesses. The foundation impacts lives. And I must say, listening to you, I can tell that it really does. So we talked about, of course, ovarian cancer is one big thing. Let's talk a little bit about the other aspect of the Charitable Foundation, the helping children learn healthy living.
Yes, that's our Center for Healthy Children.
Okay.
And what they do there is work with children and families to help them feel good about themselves and to help them learn healthy habits, both exercise and eating. And consequently, it educates the whole family. So it's really a family.
Okay.
It works with the whole family. And they've got some wonderful programs that is it's a wonderful program. So that's something very important that we do. And Wellness Works is a program that works with cardiac patients, cancer patients, and diabetics to help them have a healthy lifestyle and know how they can better manage their diseases. So many diseases that used to kill us, and now we just live with them for a long, long time. And we live longer and longer, the better we do with managing our lifestyles. And so that helps set those patterns in place that make it much more manageable.
Okay. I'm happy to see that, they're having a major there have been major improvements in medical care over the years, and I'm sure we haven't even scratched the surface of what's yet to come in medical care, the advancement of medical care. So I'm really happy that this organization exists, that you all are providing so many wonderful services to individuals that are going through the disease, and then their families that are also going through it with them as well.
One of the things that we do is we have a couple of resource sheets that we put together on I've been diagnosed with cancer, now what?
Okay.
Because oftentimes when you're diagnosed, it's so overwhelming, you don't know what to do. So we put together something for that, and also how do I help a loved one? Because we will have people call and say, my mother, my daughter, my coworker has been diagnosed and we want to do something, but what do we do? How do we go about helping? And so we have some resource sheets for people who want to know how they can really, you don't say, well, call me if you need me.
Okay.
I'm not going to call you. They don't feel like calling you. They don't want to impose. What you need to say is, I'm bringing you down Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday night would be best.
Okay.
Or what's your favorite place to take food? Gift cards for food are wonderful if you know they like the food.
Okay.
So, you have to be sensitive. But sometimes people say, well, my feelings were hurt. I told them I'd help and they never called. Well, it's not on them, it's on you.
Okay.
And if you really want to help, then we want to help you help.
So it's about changing the language and the dialogue.
Sure. Starting the conversation.
Yes. Yes. So instead of saying, call me, and I've heard that a lot of times, call me if you need me.
Yeah.
But
Which probably isn't, meaning it, but still, yeah.
And we don't understand what the other person is going through that's dealing with the disease. And so they may have intentions on calling, but if most people are like me, I feel like I don't want to be a burden to someone. So I'll look at the phone and I'll look at the number, but I won't ever dial it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm bothering someone.
Sure.
So, and another thing you mentioned, there is, the handouts that you have. One for, okay, I've been diagnosed, but, and then one for, how can I help? Sometimes, yes, getting a diagnosis can be very heart-wrenching, overwhelming, and of course the first thing you want to do is cry. Mm-hmm. Okay, we have to start, okay, we cannot stay in that place for too long because there's some work that needs to be done. It's like, okay, how do we start the process?
And that's one of the good things about the Hope Circle Resource Center. We're in the cancer center, and so oftentimes we have people come in who have just been diagnosed and expecting the diagnosis. And sometimes it's almost like a deer in the headlights. It's like I don't even know how to put one foot in front of the other. We do several things. We listen. We also help them see that there is life after a diagnosis. Many of our volunteers are cancer survivors.
Okay.
All of them have had experience with cancer. If they haven't, they are a cancer survivor. Someone in their family had cancer and they've dealt with it. So oftentimes when someone walks in and they say, I'm going to lose my hair, what does that mean? And I can say, well, I lost mine. It's traumatic, but you go on.
That's right.
And once it's gone, you're much better. It's the dreadiness. So if it's someone who's gone through a little bit of what they're going through, or if it's someone who can say to the sister or the daughter, come sit and talk with me and let's hear what your concerns are, and here's some things you can do for you and for them. We tell our volunteers that the most important thing that they're ever going to do there is to learn to listen.
Okay.
It often doesn't get in the words. It's just the fact that you're there.
That's right.
You care, and they know you care. We become very close to our families. We're talking about that yesterday. You just get very close to them. And I will have people say, how do you do that? It's got to be sad. I couldn't do that. Well, it is such a blessing to be able to be with these families in a time that can be difficult. But we have lots of laughs. We'll have people stick I say stick their heads in the door. We never close our door. We literally have an open door. I guess it's ever been closed. But they'll stick their heads in and they'll say, "What is going on in here? You all are laughing so hard." So it's not a sad place. It's a happy place. We have some tears, but we also have more laughter and lots of hugs. And what it is just being there as a support.
Okay. And I was told by doctors some years ago that your mental health affects your physical health. So I'm sure that you all want them out of that dark place and help you to see the light in the situation. And of course, they're still dealing with the illness. There's still some light at the end of the tunnel. There's still some hope.
There is.
So I'm sure that laughter helps their mood, it brightens their mood, and it gives them just enough energy to keep fighting on. Because I'm sure there's so much, if they take an evaluation of their life, they'll realize there's so much more that I have to fight for. There's so much more, so many people depending on me to be here, so.
That's one of the reasons that we started Hope Week.
Okay.
Because we saw how hope was so important. Even if you know that you're not going to survive your cancer, it still doesn't mean that you can't have hope for the day, that there isn't something hopeful. I was visiting with a friend of mine this weekend, and her husband has since died. And she was trying to explain to someone about Hope Circle. And she said, yes, it was a horrible time, but we loved going there. We loved the way we felt when we came for our treatment.
Okay.
Okay.
Last minutes, probably about 5. We say 5 to 7, but a good 5 minutes.
Okay.
And so what we'll do is a real recap.
Okay.
Why my throat?
Do you want me to run get you some water?
No, there's some water.
Oh.
I haven't eaten anything this morning, so water would just.
I have a bar. Do you want a bar?
Oh. I need to be better at packing. This morning was a rush.
Yeah, it sounds like it was stressful.
But I listened to like some praise and thank you so
You're welcome.
much. I listened to like praise and worship music in the morning. And I'm like, you know what? Not today. I'm not. Between my phone ringing and texting, like, not today. I need to do better at keeping snacks, things I can grab and go. Because I try to buy stuff that I think my son won't like.
Well, that I really like because it has so little sugar. It doesn't have a lot of sugar, and so many of those bars have just tons and tons and tons of sugar.
That's another ones that have nutrition value.
Yeah.
And they taste good as well.
Yeah. Some of them taste hard. Or they do to me anyway.
I wanted to bring up about the children's thing, the Center for Healthy Children. Like this month is also Childhood Obesity Awareness Month, so I had some guests on Craig County Co-op talking about statistics and different things and how we can help change that. It's like there's so much to do. Like no one should ever say I don't know what to do.
Oh, right.
I'm bored,
I never allowed that in the house. My kids could never say we're bored. Because it's always something you could do. Well, you can always read in the book. I'm such a reader.
I am too. I need to give you more answers. I'm going to have to get into them because I'll be starting college courses in this.
Oh, are you? That's wonderful. What are you going to work on?
Finish my degree in sociology.
Oh, that's a great degree.
And hopefully get my master's in social work.
Oh, good. Oh, gosh, we need social workers. So bad. We'll do that.
I'm going to take 12 seconds.
Okay. Sorry, it's a little chewy.
All right, welcome back to the last leg of the show. This is Community Conversations on KLK 102.5 FM. I'm with my special guest, Mrs. Source of the NEA Children Foundation. And today we have been talking all things Hope Week and the Hope Circle. It's the Hope Circle. Yeah, it's the Hope Circle. I'm sorry, which is one of the programs that the NEA Children Foundation supports. And Ms. Jude has been sharing so much information about how you, the community, can get involved in the various activities and how the NEA Hospital and the Charity Foundation has been involved. There's so many things that you can do. Even with events that are coming up, just showing up and showing your support will mean a lot to the different families that are going through these different things. So we're going to recap on the event. Of course, the ones that have already passed, and I apologize for my voice, ones that have already passed, like on September 1st and September 10th, Jagged Edge they did a community sale, and they also did the teal toes. You can still do teal toes all month long. As we stated earlier, that September is Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month, along with some other issues, but this is one in particular that they're highlighting. So you can still do teal toe, wear something teal. Just start the conversation about ovarian cancer. Women, go get your checkup. Stop ignoring your body. Ms. June listed a few things that you should look out for. Irregularities in your cycle, bloating, and just there's a lot of other symptoms. There's a lot of other symptoms you need to look out for. So if you notice your body's going through something odd, go get a checkup, please. So, okay, the next event that is coming up is on September 17th, and that is from 10 to 1. It's on the campus. Can you give us the address?
It's 4800 East Johnson.
4800.
Yes, and you will see the network bus sitting out there, and you won't be able to miss it because there are going to be all kinds of big trucks and all postal trucks and city trucks and all kinds of things to climb on and look at and learn about. And I mean, it is such a fun thing. They were saying they were going to have, I can't remember now what the dump truck and just lots of big equipment. I'm fascinated with the big equipment.
So do the kids get to try on hard hats and take pictures?
Yes, great pictures. It's a great picture opportunity.
Okay. We had the chief of police on last week, and he talked about, I think this is one of the programs they also for as well.
Yeah. There'll be fire trucks, all kinds of fun stuff for kids of all ages.
There's a lot of grown kids.
Yes. Many of us were in the bucket truck. The bucket truck was lots of fun.
That's one that goes up high.
It is.
Okay.
It is. You too can come out and go up in the bucket.
I'm not afraid of heights, but I don't know. I like a little more stability.
Well, Nettleton High School is who's putting that on, and they have done an incredible job.
Okay.
They are just amazing. And the community response to them has really been amazing. So it's going to be a fun event. They're saying it might rain, but we're saying it won't. But even if it does, it'll still be a fun event.
Okay.
Just bring your umbrella and your rain jacket and come on. It's going to be great.
And we'll have all this information posted on the KLK Facebook page, and I will share links from the NEA Charitable Foundation page, so you will have this information on hand. September 23rd, Friends of the NEA Baptist Suites Hope Circle Bake Sale, and this is hosted by this will be at First National Bank, which is 3701 on Highland Drive in Jonesboro. And it starts at 7:30 a.m. until they are sold out. So go get your sweet. Oh, and this is also the same day of the AHUCA.
It's the day before, so it's a great day to get your tailgate. You know, we've been trying to talk here about a healthy lifestyle, and then we tell you that they say, I'm sorry, it's a real contradictory, but it's for a good cause.
It's for a good
cause. And occasionally it's okay. But they're going to have great items. at the bake sale. So
if you don't want to sweet yourself, maybe just go buy a few cookies or something and
give them away.
give them
Hey,
away.
it's another way to pass on hope.
Okay. Okay. The next item is the Teal Talk on September 28th, which is a free community luncheon featuring Dr. Kevin Collins, fighting cancer in our community. And even though this is Ovarian Cancer Month, that we're talking about all cancer. So anyone if you've been diagnosed, if you're a survivor, whatever, please consider going out to this luncheon. This information will also be posted. There's the Middlesex High School East Choir Community Hope Tour. This is on September 29th. And maybe check out the Nelson Facebook page or their school's page to find out where they will be touring so that you can get the opportunity to hear them sing.
That'd be great. And also on that same day, Staff Mart will have a free resume building workshop for people who need to update their resume.
Okay.
So, that's just another one of those things that's something someone has found to do.
Right.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. So consider going to the free resume building workshop on September 30th, hoping for a cure of breast and prostate cancer awareness event, which will be in the Pier 1 parking lot from 11 to 1. And then on October 1st, ending up the Hope Week, is Share Hope Walk of Remembrance at 9 a.m. at the Indianapolis campus. And I'm sorry, one more time. All this information will be posted on the page. I will link from the NEA Charitable Foundation's Facebook page and web page. I thank you all so much for listening, and I hope that you have enjoyed the information shared. Thank you, Ms. June, for joining me today.
Thank you, guys. It's been fun.
I learned so much, and I hope that you learned something. So share this information with anyone you know. Thank you for listening to K102.5 FM, and have a great Thursday.
Okay. Thank you so much.